Imagine a world where seduction, sabotage, and secret alliances were the weapons of choice. Newly declassified CIA documents reveal the shocking truth about the Cold War's hidden battles. In March 2025, 64,000 previously classified CIA documents were released, revealing shocking covert operations from the Cold War. From failed seduction plots targeting world leaders to secret missions across Latin America and Europe, these files provide a glimpse into the CIA's shadowy strategies in the fight against communism. One of the most intriguing revelations is Project Harpstar. In 1958, the CIA devised a plan to seduce Indonesia's President Sukarno to gather intelligence. They selected an attractive widow to pose as a film industry scout. The goal was for her to gain Sukarno's trust and extract information. However, the operation failed when Sukarno left the country before the relationship could develop. This wasn't the CIA's only romantic ruse. Project Norfolk attempted similar tactics with Jordan's King, but results were unclear. The files also shed light on extensive CIA activity in Cuba, especially after the failed Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961. The agency placed agents throughout Cuba, recruited Cuban exiles in the U.S., and used them as intelligence operatives. The plan included sending Cuban dissidents back to Cuba under the guise of students to gather information. Operation Mongoose was another large-scale secret program aimed at destabilizing Fidel Castro's government, using everything from propaganda to covert sabotage. Throughout the Cold War, the CIA utilized a vast global media network to influence public opinion. The agency funded anti-communist newspapers, radio broadcasts, and even worked with religious groups like the Catholic Church. These efforts extended across Latin America and Europe, where the CIA combated Soviet propaganda. One example from 1963 reveals the agency's attempts to disrupt a communist-organized labor union conference in Brazil by spreading counterfeit union materials and pressuring local leaders to boycott the event. Another fascinating operation involved the CIA's alliance with the Catholic Church in Latin America. Operation Virgen del Cobre, named after the Virgin Mary associated with Cuban independence, aimed to incite resistance against Castro's regime by leveraging religious symbolism. On one occasion, the CIA helped distribute 65,000 anti-Castro pamphlets across Latin America and organized a mass in Miami attended by 25,000 people to rally anti-communist sentiment. The declassified files also highlight some of the CIA's more controversial strategies. The agency considered agricultural sabotage to destroy Cuba's rice crops using biological agents, which they hoped would look like a natural disaster to avoid global backlash. Additionally, the CIA was found to have secretly owned gun distributors like the International Armament Corporation, using it to sell surplus weapons, including firearms like the AR-15, while disguising its involvement. The CIA's reach wasn't limited to fighting communism overseas. The documents show how the agency infiltrated anti-war movements in the U.S. and Catholic organizations that promoted conscientious objection during the Vietnam War. They also spied on journalists, including a New York Times reporter who nearly exposed the Bay of Pigs invasion before it occurred. These declassified documents expose a wide range of covert tactics used by the CIA during the Cold War, some strategic, some ethically questionable, and others outright controversial. As we continue to uncover these hidden histories, they challenge us to reflect on the moral complexities of intelligence operations in global conflicts.